nice meeting. Chuck had offered him free office space. He's working with this guy, Patrick, who's like a good friend of his. They've been very good friends. Jimmy thought like 14 years, but I don't know. And that he was this military guy, and he was a genius. And Jimmy didn't know if he was like one of the owners or if he just ran the place, and it was Chris and Bill and Chuck. He wasn't exactly sure, but we had to go in there, or he had to go in there one day. I stopped in, I met Patrick. There was people, it was at Howie Mandel's when they were still there. And there was people when I walked in, you walk into Howie's and there's Howie and all them people down there, and then there's that conference room, and there was people in there, and they were working on like a podcast about a dog show, it might have been. So Patrick came, he was so nice, he was very efficient. Oh, he seems so nice. And yeah, I can see that he was in the military. He moved like, very quick but precise with his moves, and very gentlemanly. And it was cool, and showed us what they were building and how they were building it, and people were working around, and Patrick was just giving us the tour, and I saw the holographic machine and everything. And I would show up there, with Jimmy, because I was helping him with some stuff when he'd be working. Patrick would be there, Chuck would be there sometimes, not really saying too much, but nice. And then Jimmy started telling me how Patrick was talking to him about these servers. Just seeing this, Jimmy, I'll call you when I get to my office this morning, first thing. Hey guys, can't have any visitors today. Jillian is here. And
what day is that?
Doesn't want anyone in office. Friday, September 27th.
So yeah, so here I am giving him a hard time on the 25th, and now on Friday the 27th I can't come, right?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Chuck. Patrick, the money, please. If this were The Apprentice, you'd be fired. In fact, Patrick, if you were my colleague and did this to Chuck, I would get the money from you, and you would not avoid me. If you do not pay me by noon, I will go to the law because it's absolutely disgusting, and you can tell it to them.
What day is that?
Banks do not care, friends and family do. You had 3 backups, get one. I'm not your backup. I'm becoming irritated. He said this is not a problem, I promised 36 days ago. Is it a problem now? Edited to, okay, I'll call you back.
Monday, September 29th, okay.
I understand you put yourself in this situation. I am here to help you. Talk at 9 a.m. Okay, I am available. Calling. Jimmy, good morning. Jillian shooting. In studio is off limits. I will free up around 10 a.m. We'll call you then. Standing by. No more studio. Nothing personal. On October 11th, you were kicked out. He has a responsibility to give that money back with interest, and this guy doesn't seem to fucking care. So I went to his house. I showed up at his house, and I saw his daughter was sitting in her car, and she was like she was when you guys went, so scared, which was odd because she knows me. Met her at the studio a few times. She's been to my house. I've been to her house. That's the other thing. When I went to their house and I did see her, I said, oh, well, Lucia, congratulations on getting the job with Bill Maher, and I guess you got a new car. Usually somebody's very proud to have a nice job with Bill Maher and to buy themselves a car. You're showing that off, especially if you're 19 years old. I'm thinking, how did she go and buy herself a car? Who's going to co-sign for her? Like, what's the deal? She goes, oh, huh? Oh, yeah, thanks, and walks off. And I'm like, wow, kids are so different. She's so nice in my house, and she's like totally avoiding me. In this one, now I know it was all a lie. And she had to lie. So I show up. I wanted to talk to Jill. I wanted to know if she knew what the fuck was going on, what was going on. And so she lets me in. She says her mom's not there, but her dad comes to the door. So Patrick is there. He's watching TV. I think he's drinking scotch or something. He's very relaxed. He's actually the most normal I've ever talked to him before or since. And I said, what is going on? I go, this is terrible. I go, Patrick, you're a family man. You've been to our house. We're like a normal family. My husband told you the reasons he didn't want to do this. You hounded him until he did this. You promised him it wasn't going to be that. And yet here we are. Oh, I know, I'm so sorry. And it's just that, I was getting those servers and then I planned on paying that back with, I was gonna get it with the money that I was getting from Bill, but Chris is being such a jackass. And so then I was gonna just like, I've got this, I was trying to get it from John, and then I was trying to get it from so-and-so. And then I thought, well, I have this, I've got a $1.5 million liquor deal I'm doing right now, and I'm supposed to be getting like a check for, $150,000 from, I don't know, from so-and-so. And, I'm just gonna give Jimmy the whole $84,000. I mean, I don't care about any of it. I'm just gonna give him the whole 84 from that, right? And I'm like, and I'm thinking like, he's telling me about all the mistakes he's made and what he thought he could do and how he thought it would. And I thought, this guy is just an idiot. He didn't mean anything wrong. He's just a moron. And I felt bad for him. And so we were leaving, and I said, all right, well, thank you for calling. I go, I'm gonna go home. Jimmy doesn't even know I'm here. He goes, oh, he doesn't know you're here? And I go, no. He goes, oh, okay, well, what do you want me to do now? What should we do? And I go, what do you mean? He goes, do you want me to not tell him you were here? Do you want me to tell him? I go, just tell him the truth. I'm gonna go home and tell him I was here. The guy will say whatever he's told to say.
Patrick just needs to give me back my money. So Patrick has, on Tuesday, an appointment to meet me at the bank to either show me my money or show me the transmission. Chuck, if the transmission there is there and the money's just frozen, guess what? I still get my $2 million. And it's all good. So then I put that in on Friday. I get $200,000. My movie comes out on December 6th, and everything is great. And that's it. So, look, man, I've been looking to hang out with you and help you out any way I can until that time. I just didn't know that Patrick was going to be a swindler and he was going to play me. So I just hope that whatever game he's playing, we have to figure it out, okay? And I'm sorry that, I allowed that to even happen within your business, but he just really made me believe everything he was doing for you. You have no responsibility in this except for to make sure that that man pays you back my money. Okay?
He told me, you never asked my help. If you asked my help, I would have helped you. You told me not to help you.
I don't know, a couple weeks later finally, that's when I finally found him online. Because I wasn't stopping my thing, but it was because I found out that he'd grown up in Virginia, right? And so I started looking for Thompsons in Virginia. I'd only been looking like filled up, whatever. Anyway, somehow it took me on this whole thing, and all of a sudden that patch.com came up with Newton man admits to stealing $130,000 from ex-employer or whatever. I was like, holy shit. So now my heart's racing. I'm like, this is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. Like, we have to go tell Chuck. He's not calling you back. Does he know about this? Like, what's up? We've talked to him about it. He says he's gonna fix it. He said that he told Patrick to pay you back and it was handled. That was like a month ago. So we show up to his house, and so we're telling him about what's going on with Patrick, and he's like, this is the first time I'm hearing anything about this. I go, no, it's not, Chuck. We told you about this in the studio a couple of weeks ago, or a month ago, whatever it was. And he goes, oh, well, this is the first time I'm hearing about it to this extent. And I go, okay. And then Jimmy pulls out the picture of Patrick Thompson. And his face went whoosh, white. And Jimmy goes, did you know about this? And he looks up and goes, he wanted to say no. Yes, but please don't tell anyone. Please, nobody can know about this. It was a stupid thing. He handled it. He's a really good guy. But please do not tell anyone. Okay, so that was the first do not tell anyone. And now he's telling Jimmy, please tell Chris I didn't know anything, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck you. So now it's October 19th. So now it's like October 20th. And I'm getting text messages from Seamus saying that Chuck showed up, totally disheveled. He was crying. He felt so bad. And he left the keys to his car, the one that Patrick's been borrowing, and he wants Jimmy to have it. He can take it, he can sell it, he can keep it, he can do whatever he wants with it. but we have to go pick it up from Patrick's house because, like soon, like we should get there tonight because he might run.